So this job here is a development for a multi-use client. It's about 34 acres that we have here. And what we're doing is basically putting the infrastructure in for them to, in the future, build multifamily units, hotels, MOBs. And to do that, we have to come out here and clear and cruise the land. So we have crews that come out at the beginning and get the forest out. Next week, we start with the mass site gradings to develop, ponds and shape the contours. Florida Town Center will eventually go here to be multi-phased, and it's vital that we have the right infrastructure in to support future growth. We'll self-perform the installation of the storm, the water, the reclaimed water, everything needed to support a town center. We've got 22 plus employees out here on a daily basis, all the way from superintendents and laborers doing multiple different things.
So today we're setting the lift station. We got it set up. Literally it's taken us 3 days to dig the lift station, which is 20 foot deep. We set the crane up this morning and we're unloading the lift station straight off the truck into the ground.
A lot of planning goes into installing a lift station like this. It's nearly 20 feet deep. So Bodie and his team have been working for weeks with Matt and really designing and talking through how we're actually going to perform the work. What's also unique about this job is the involvement that VDC has with this project. They help Bo understand where the dirt needs to come from on the site and maybe be transported to another location on the site.
So we get the VDC guys involved on the front end when we get started. They start doing our surface file to start with, which we put into the GPS systems of the dozers. And once we have that in, it alleviates all the pressure on engineering and the operator. So once we have that in, we know exactly what we're cutting to.
We've seen use of grade control in some form over the years, but we've seen it used more widely recently, including in the last 2 years. We've worked with Bo and his team on 5 or 6 different projects, including the Floridian Town Center here. Building this relationship over the last 2 years has really given us the chance to develop processes and workflows with the same group of field engineers and operators across projects that each have unique designs and requirements. And it's been exciting to see the potential for implementing GPS-driven grade control in other projects where we're self-performing site work.
It's saved a lot of unnecessary work for your field engineers and taken a lot of stress off your field engineer, in my opinion. Increased the accuracy. We don't have to stake things 3 and 4 and 5 times. The machine knows where it's going. So at midnight, I get an upload from Komatsu that comes into this system. And when you show up in the morning, you're looking at yesterday's totals. You can actually see dirt moved in level position, the last position that blade was in. So you know exactly where you are in your cut. The next day, I get everything that happened the day before. So it's kind of nice to be able to have those quantities in a daily file to where you don't have to track trucks, you don't have to do all that. You can track trucks to compare quantity, obviously, but this thing's giving you what that machine moved. So as long as you're using machine control, you know what you moved the day before.
So in self-performing work like this, we're all able to get guys that's been with the company for years and move them up in the ranks. We also are doing the concrete on this job. We're doing the pipe, the underground, we're doing the mass grading. I mean, you name it on this site, we're doing every bit of it.
We really enjoy this work. We really see a lot of growth here. We hire locally. A big job like this, we can mentor and train people so that we continually are training the next generation of operators, foremen, and superintendents.